Hi all, welcome to this Prime Rui Costa SBC guide, 90 rated card. Nice SBC and all. I was kind of hoping we would have got one of the newer ones still, but regardless, an SBC of an icon standing cannot go wrong. Setting you back between 650 and 700k, so we could smash the links would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GIsALegend. All the links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. Now the first three routes all straightforward: humble beginnings, rising talents, world class. Kind of same structure as always. With humble beginnings, just go whatever the cheapest league, like it could be one nation, could be one league. As I said, we've shown in this instance the Polish league, but I'm not going to go through all the players because every time I've noticed whenever a route gets shown, this particular route just suddenly gets inflated dramatically. So my personal feeling is, if you can just focus on one league, like as I said, as long as it's a non-league SBC team, especially for the first two, you'll not find any problems. I just went extra laser for bronze and silver because when I was going over the prices, pretty much the first two routes you could do respectively for 5k, like 2k for the first route because it's like 200 coins a player, and then working out 250, 300 for the rising talent. So right away 5k off the bat. The world class route, when you eventually get to it, same rules apply. With the rare golds, you just want one league or one nation where everyone is pretty much 650 bid. You will be able to get them for 650 on bid, so don't find yourself overpaying. Like I just went mostly EPL, and then just used Inform Corber because at the time he was the cheapest, and the Heifer Berlin dude, I can't ever, I try and pronounce his name right and then I sometimes can't. So as I say, we've fairly straight usual squad: Bruma, Sanchez, Lerma, Van Aanholt, Vitinho, etc. Meyer. So it's not difficult in the slightest. The 83 rated squad, when you get onto it, it's whoever is the cheapest 81 inform at the time, and that will make the squad work. It's a 30k squad regardless. I've just went Adan, Juan Fran Savic, Felipe, Danilo Pereira, Fajasa, Pizzi even, Bruno Fernandes, Jonas and Dost. So not difficult in the slightest. Not many other routes I've noticed can be done cheaper. Potentially squeezing into a Liga squad, potentially, but not guaranteed. Onto the 84, you will find that's kind of the same again. Butel kind of sneaks in a few times, which is quite handy, but obviously you can't always get away with it. Ruffier and Lopez make this team. Now Toure is the inform that I've gone for to make this work. You'll have noticed the 84 Glick there, that is the UCL version of Glick. I was trying to hope and pray I could have got Subasic in and someone else somewhere, but it doesn't then work out any cheaper. It actually worked out a little bit more expensive. But this particular route sets you back around 75k to do, and I would say it's not difficult in the slightest. Fairly straightforward. It's just a case of making sure you play players in the right positions to ensure that they get the necessary chem. Onto the 85 rated squad. This one not much harder, fairly straightforward. Big saving grace is putting Ibra in because he's like the cheapest 85 base card. Then going Navas, Lopez, Savic, Jimenez, Malcolm, William Carvalho, Rakitic, Vidal, Inform Ziyech and Charles. Now 84 wise, all you need is whoever's the cheapest 84 inform at the time, and that will save you even just a little bit of coins. 130, 135k to do, and as I said, it's whoever's the cheapest, basically base 85 to make that work. Same for the 84, like Lopez is commonly the cheapest. The 86 route, when you get onto this behemoth, you will notice team of the group stage Dzeko up top, which is a strange choice, I will admit, but this makes this work. So hear me out, and basically for 170k you will basically find whoever's the cheapest 82 card So in this case Danny Garcia. You could also see Baka, put it right back, and you're sorted. As long as it's La Liga for what I've noticed, and it should work perfectly fine. Then, like as I said, Lopez, Danilo Pereira and Higuain, I was doing little bits of cutting like here and there to make it work. And then the last squad is the 87 rate squad, another fairly straightforward route. As you can see, we've got a bit of a mishmash mess, but it works out regardless, which is a big difference. This sets you back around 240k, so I'm quite chuffed with it actually. It's not too expensive in a sense, but what can you say about it? Asensio, Falcao, Savic, Carvalho, Illaramendi, Modric, Kroos, Isco, Paulinho, Ibra and Benzema makes up the squad. So a bit of toing and froing for an SBC. For the loan version of the SBC, sets you back around 8k to do if you want to test that out first. The route for that is in the SBC guide as well. So for quite a fair chunk of packs, would I personally do it? I wouldn't. I'd rather try and get another another icon instead that would suit the team. But hopefully you find this useful. As always folks, let me know in the comments down below if you're going to do Prime Costa. Smash like as always, sub to the channel for now. Follow me on Twitter at GZLegend, and I will catch you all later.